Hello, everybody. I'm glad you caught me just before we were saying hi to Juba.
Jeff Woodring said, hello.
Other Juba. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Bar Run Forge. It is indeed 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Thursday evening, and you're here. Well, we're here. You're there.
Yes, sir.
I guess technically you're here with Troy and Eli. I'm Troy.
Yeah. That makes me Eli.
That makes him Eli. Say hi to everybody as we normally do. Mr. Bill Wheel, Kyle Jones, Juba Woodring, Bill Wheel, Kyle Jones is still here. Juba Killian is here. Daniel Baca, D. Baca Maker, Roger Caldwell, Deep Creek Ironworks says hi, Troy and Eli. Hello to you. That's a Troy as well. Eric at Pumpkin Patch Forge and Ironworks. I think Eric is looking forward to visiting with Daniel Baca here soon. So,
yes, sir.
You guys have fun with that. And I think we got everybody. Did we not?
Looks like it. Sounds like we're live and moving this week, so that's good.
Yeah. Aussie. We don't have everybody. We got him now. So we've got multiple Jeffs, we got multiple Troys, we got an Aussie. Do we have multiple Bobbies? Nope, not yet.
Yep.
Okay. So anyway, great to have you guys in here. It's always great to have you guys in here with us, and we're moving and shaking around here, and
we're back.
Yeah, we're actually back. We had area troubles with the internet last week, and so we're back up and going. Yeah, we got on, and about 2 minutes later, it was like, nope, we got nothing, and then we had a lot, and then nothing, and a lot, and nothing, and back and back and back and back and back. But anyway, we got it. We're here now. Are there multiple Dans in here?
I do not believe so.
Not yet.
We're back this week.
Yes.
And then not back next week.
And then not back next week. We will not be here next week. Eli will be in Kentucky and watching over Abigail's place, and then I will be out because Michelle is having surgery, brain surgery, next Tuesday, which means I probably won't be able to be out here during that time.
At all.
Very, very likely not. If I do a live, it might be a sit and chat down in the basement or something like that, but that will be the extent of it. Need something to do while at work. Well, somebody else go live. Somebody else pop in and do a Thursday night at 6:30. We'll be more than happy to. Won't hurt our feelings none at all.
You always get he's not here yet. Somebody go live with you. Do a
little duet.
Yeah. That's my joke.
Which joke?
Said at all. I said no, he's not here yet.
Aha. At all Ironworks.
All right.
Do I need you? Yes, I need to be with Michelle. That is true. Yep. No, nothing popped up or anything. She has had what is called trigeminal neuralgia. We're going to say hi to Hunting for Hookers Outdoors. Good to have you in here. If you got a first name, let us know what it is. If you're new to the channel. And he must be new to the channel because it says gentleman. How are you this evening, gentlemen? So he must not know us. But anyway, no. She had surgery last year for decompression on the trigeminal nerve in her brain, and so it's a nerve and a vessel that touch each other. They come in contact with each other. So you can imagine a nerve that has a blood vessel pulsating on top of it. In your head, so it just never goes away at any point in time. So she had last year, she had what's called a decompression surgery, where it separated those two things, and unfortunately the back side of that artery has kind of fallen back down and touched the back side of that nerve. So they have to go in and do that same surgery, just in a slightly different spot. So just be in prayer for her. It's not a major risk of a surgery. It's a fairly major risk. Fairly, I won't say common surgery. That sounds kind of silly because it's not a common surgery, but it's done quite a bit nowadays. It's a lot of people who don't even probably realize they have this trigeminal neuralgia. In fact, the crazy part is my mom has had it and still suffering from the effects for having it for so long. She had all the procedures you can do and just never really given her full relief. Michelle had relief until the other one started making contact. So we do appreciate you guys praying for her as well and praying for the doctors. Got a great doctor who's been trained by the best and is now the best at what he does. So very, very, very lucky, very blessed to have that. Yeah, it's actually brain surgery. There's no question about it. It's inside the brain. So they have to go back in behind the ear here and drill a hole in the head and dig on in there. Yeah, pretty much. But surgery is surgery, so it's always a risk. So there you go. I'll be tending to her next week, and probably for the next 2 or 3 weeks, as much as needed. And we just pray for good recovery for her. And so there's that. Won't be here next week, and then I think we should be back on for a while. Should be pretty good. But
yes, sir.
There is a lot has happened and is happening here at Bar Run Forge and Farm.
Left to do before.
Oh my goodness, there's a lot to do between now and April 25th through the 27th, which is what's April 25th through the 27th, Eli?
Up on the screen. So am I.
The gathering.
I think it's I think it's just
the gathering. April 25th through the 27th, right here. Really big shoe. Anyway. So if you guys, we've already got, I think 10?
8.
Might be more than that. Is it? That's preacher's count. Chicken farm for eggs. Well, we do that. we do make eggs. We've had we raise our own chickens for meat and chickens for eggs and all that kind of fun stuff. But yeah, we got the gathering coming up April 25th through the 27th. If you guys have not already signed up for that, please do. It kind of lets us know who all's coming and kind of give us a count for the food, because there is going to be a lot of really good food. I think Friday night's the old standard. We're going to be doing our good bacon wrapped smoked meatloaf. If you do nothing else, come for the food. And then Saturday morning, we'll have the big breakfast. Man, biscuits and gravy and all that kind of stuff. That's the thing. Michelle's got to get recovered between now and April, because there's biscuits and gravy to be had.
That's true.
Yeah. For nothing else. We don't want her, well, for any other reason. Just that.
Ooh.
Anyway, and then I think Saturday night, the
doesn't watch.
plan is some chuck wagon food, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct, Eli?
Oh, I don't know.
At this point,
Maybe.
possibly. Yeah.
Maybe.
And I'd say there may be a sweet roll and a dinner roll or two running around here. So there you go. And on top of all that, there may be some good gathering together of people and some blacksmithing, some woodworking. Who knows what else? Because by that time, we should have the fabrication shop and the wood shop mostly done by then. We can actually function in the fabrication shop right now. In fact, today, just a couple hours ago, I got the compressed air lines all run in there and fully functioning. So as of right now, technically, Eli could move the plasma table over in there. We're not ready for that yet because the ceiling's not done. It's not fully insulated in the ceiling, and heat's not set up. But it could be done, and we could move some other stuff in there. So we're getting really, really close. Got a couple other projects to take on before we get the rest of the roof insulated or ceiling insulated and put the ceiling metal up. Once ceiling metal goes up, we're rolling. It's good to go. So yeah, good stuff, man. I'm telling you. I'm excited about that. We're gonna have maybe some music. It's gonna be a good time, man. It's gonna be a good time, as always.
Yeah.
And Bobby's sweet rolls.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna forge a chuck wagon. No,
not quite.
We could make a whole chuck wagon now.
That would be an impressive task.
Yeah, we could just make the whole thing. Speaking of which, we had somebody who asked us to make a project. I think it was braces for the footboard on a buck wagon, regular old Conestoga style wagon, and we made these braces, and I put a chamfer all the way around because I looked at some old ones and they had a chamfered edge on all of them. Man, they were all identical. Everything looked right. Buddy took them to the guy who was wanting them. Nope, that ain't right. He wanted a he wanted a machined crisp edge. I'm like, dude, go find me a chuck wagon or a Conestoga wagon or something like that where all of that metal work is crisp and machined edges. It's just not right. So anyway, we made them for him, and he took them and whatever. Mr. Corey Shire's in here, and Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse. Great to have you guys in here as well. Brian's going to be here. I'm looking down the list, and I'm thinking Kyle's going to be here. Roger's going to be here. Bobby's going to be here. Daniel's going to be here. Brian's going to be here. We're hoping Jeff Killian is feeling good enough to come this way. He and his lovely bride. I have, this sounds funny. I drank one the other day. The blue birch beer.
Oh, yeah.
Those are 2 years old.
Yeah.
And they were just as bad the other day as they were 2 years ago. No, they're good. They're fine. Actually tasted pretty decent. Yeah, making the steel tires for the wooden wheels. I would love to have one of those like slip roll where you can make the circle. But because we were just talking about another project we just got that is going to require a a big circle, like 176 inches, 56-inch, something like 58-inch diameter, something like that. So yeah, I would love to have something that could make those. It'd be really, really cool. And we'll have pretty much everything we have here that could make that kind of stuff. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to it. So we got the gathering coming up. We've got a couple other things we're planning on for this year. We're doing some things on the plasma table. Eli just did another possible blank that we're going to be putting out, right?
Testing stuff, yeah.
Testing a couple other items out.
Yes, sir.
And then we've got a couple other projects we want to do for the table as well that we can give that a go and try to make the shop make some money this year. That's part of the key, and enjoy what we do. Yes, Engel's Coach Shop channel. He does some really cool stuff. If you haven't watched that, Moxie. Am I out of Moxie?
Probably.
I think I am. I think I'm out of Moxie. I do that every once in a while when I just like, hey, I need to like chew my insides up a little bit.
Right.
Oh, kind of fun. No, I'm messing around. If you're in the mood for carbonated roofing tar, Moxie's your stuff. It's good. Good stuff. So Jeff Killian, yes, we hope you come, and everybody on here, hope you come for the gathering. We'll have a few other things going on this year. We've had some requests we've got a scout troop coming in. We've got a homeschool group coming in, and I just had a request for kind of a private session in here to kind of just look and see if this is something they want to get into. There's Kenny from Metal Man. So I want to talk to that real quick. So the idea that we have people come into the shop and we'll say learn. Let me clarify. We're not teachers of blacksmithing. We're not instructors. Of course, in the United States, the only thing we might have close to any kind of certification would be the Abana. And that's as close to an American type certification that we have would be the Abana certification. But they certify you to instruct in Abana. Sorry.
You're just looking at me the whole time.
I'm sorry.
The people are at the camera.
There you are, right there. So that's the closest thing we have here in the United States, and some of our friends are Abana certified, and it's a great certification. What we offer more than anything is just for people to come to the shop. We can show them some basics of smithing and moving metal and heating up metal and things like that, and just to help them see if that's something they want to do, to get to see if they want to get into the craft. And that's more what we're interested in as far as that goes. I don't declare myself a teacher of blacksmithing or an instructor of blacksmithing. I'm not to that level by any stretch. So, but we enjoy telling people about the craft. So therefore, we open up the shop and allow people to come in and see if they enjoy it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have some folks in here this year, individuals and groups, and we'll have a good time. I don't know if they will or not. I don't know. So yeah, Moxie is a cola. In the words of Kyle Jones, it's carbonated roofing tar. And that's kind of what it is. It's carbonated roofing tar. But if you're a cola drinker and every once in a while you just want to
drink axle grease,
sure, let her rip.
A little bit.
Hey Matt, how you doing?
Spicy axle grease.
All right. So anyway, there's that. We've got plenty to do, plenty going on, and we were going to start making a set of these V-bit tongs last week.
Yeah.
I think they're Uncle Buck's tongs. We've got a rack of blanks over here that we kind of just need to make and do. There's a whole bunch of slot jaw tongs. I don't know that we'll ever use that many slot jaw tongs. I don't know. Maybe. Make all kinds. We're going to make some V-bit tongs. What I've already done with these blanks, and just to give you an idea, these are a little bit heavier than some of the other kind of ones that you get. They are I think, just shy of 3/8 thick. Maybe 5/16, something like that. But yeah, they're a little bit heavier. I've already cut a groove down the center of the bit. It makes it easier to do it now. And then what we'll do eventually is we'll take it over the vise. I'll take a V fuller and shape those bits. I've already got a center punch made to punch the pivot point. And then we're going to draw the reins out just a little bit and then round them over just so they're comfortable in the hand. Basically take the corners off. We don't do a whole lot more than just take the corners off, make them comfortable in the hand. And I'll probably thin this down and make a little bit of a bend at the end in case you're putting a tong clip on. It can stop at the end. So what we're going to do, we're going to take these and I'm going to go ahead and draw down the reins a little bit. I'm going to do that is I'm going to put them in with a set of V-bit tongs. So there you go. Let's get them going.
Blacksmith cannibalism.
All right, who else we got? Anybody else coming in? I think that's
Not
it.
so
We got
far.
Matt.
Yep.
Jeff says Moxie's carbonated dirt. There you go. That works. At Valentine's Day tomorrow, I think the blacksmith challenge had something to do with that this time, didn't it? On Instagram, I didn't pay attention to it. What did the blacksmith challenge have to do with it?
I don't remember. Let me double check.
I haven't been engaged in it in months, so I don't know. There's been too many other things going on. With everything in the shop going on, I haven't really done much smithing.
No,
to
it's
be quite honest
tool this month.
A tool?
Yeah, you got to make a tool, carpentry tool from like the 19th century.
Carpentry.
Yeah. I don't know that it's specific to carpentry. I think it's more so just like a
tool,
like a hand tool, not related to blacksmithing, but it
a
may have been a carpentry tool.
non-blacksmithing
I don't
related
remember. Yeah.
1800s tool. Gotcha. I'm with you, Jeff. Something to make Hallmark a bunch of money. But
You know what tongs would probably work really well on that?
what's that?
Those little offset tongs at the end.
I tried those. Didn't work.
Huh.
These may not work either. All right, take the corners down here. Yeah, these, when you do that, take them down on the corners, sometimes has a tendency to twist on you. You just gonna have to keep them straight.
Apologies, a woodworking tool from the 1700s. Before the Industrial Revolution, no power tools.
1700s.
Yep.
Mr. Bill Corey is in here. There's no need to fear. For a second. That's all we can stand, Bill. Underdog.
Yeah, you could technically make a nail. Of course, if Bobby's making it, it's going to be like the most artistic nail ever made.
With a pass through scroll.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
see if the Andrew Larson tones might not work.
Bobby, that's a challenge. You have to make the prettiest nail that you can come up with and still function as a nail. I want to see what you come up with.
He'll make a dozen tonight while he's watching us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That no one will buy my foot scraper because they don't want to wipe their feet on it. That makes sense.
Yep.
Kenny's making a kitchen knife.
Kenny's making a kitchen knife. Nice. Hand sand one side. All right, let's clean those up a little bit. And we'll go to the another one.
Oh yeah, you don't have the steel signs off.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle was worried.
Kyle was worried, huh?
Bobby said he was getting ready to hang the new anvil sign,
Yeah.
and he was getting ready to hang it, and the sign bracket sold.
Oh no. Ha. Now he's got to make another one.
Oh, Joshua got a forge.
Got a forge, huh?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Gave you good luck. Good
Congratulations.
deal.
And we're sorry all at once.
All right, state your name. Talk about your addiction.
Hi, my name is Troy, and I'm a blacksmith.
Our weather's not too bad. It's a little chilly outside, but I'm
What?
just talking to people.
Oh,
Had a little bit of snow 2 days ago. It turned icy, and then we've had just flurries and a little bit of rain. Not too much. Kind of switch back and forth. What?
so I'm going to put just a little bit of a bend off the end here. Crooked. I can see it from here. All right. That's one down on that part. We had a little bit of a kind of crystal-y snow earlier today, but that's about it.
Yeah, it was real just wispy. Bill's headed out.
Take care, brother.
Got something better to watch. Globe Busters. Not the basketball team.
What's that?
The Globe Busters. Not the basketball team.
Oh. At the basketball team that does science experiments?
Yeah. They in Harlem. I can't wait for Globe Busters 2 to come out. I don't even know what Globe Busters is.
I don't either.
Who are you gonna call? Globe Busters.
For sure. I don't think
Unless
we're
you
going
need
to.
like your furnace fixed, I probably wouldn't call them. I don't know what they do, but it doesn't sound like they fix furnaces.
There was big talk about some kind of storm for us this weekend, but I don't think it's going to hit us. Last I looked at the weather, it was like maybe an inch of snow. little bit further.
Harlem Globebusters.
If in Kentucky, it'd be the Harlan.
Harlem. That's what. Okay, that's what it is.
The Harlan
Harlem
Globebusters.
Harlem Globebusters.
There you go. Goes anywhere.
Here we are talking about 1 to 3 inches of snowfall, and Kyle said I have 28 inches of snow in my yard.
How much?
28. His yard.
Yeah, I mean, we just don't get that.
We had the biggest snowfall in a while about a month ago.
Yeah.
Like 10 to 12 inches in places. And then there's Adam. What's snow?
Yeah, those may be better. The Farriers tongs.
Oh, yeah. Bobby said, I seem to remember snow up to my waist when I was a kid all the time. Or was it just because I was shorter?
The answer may be yes.
Yeah.
C, all of the above. All right.
Kyle said snow is just free quenching for your sword. We have a little one of those like little cocktail drink sword, like you'd use them for like a lime or something in a drink in the shop box. So anytime somebody's like, "Can you make me a sword?" Pull it out, about yay big, and just like, "Here you go. There's a sword." Just for that purpose.
Do you preheat your snow before you quench? Get Roy in here talking about Delta T. Again, a little bit further.
Adam said, "Abra Casablanca, you're a sword."
I always do that.
Wasn't
You're a sword.
wasn't ready for
Delta Sweet Tea. There you
Abra
go.
Casablanca. Oh shoot.
Make me a sword. You're a sword.
Josh, we've made a couple hammers before, but we're by no means good hammer makers.
I enjoy it. Yeah, get down to the bottom.
You're looking for a really good hammer at a decent price. Andrew Larson's your guy.
Yep. I agree. Couldn't agree more.
Probably because you're using one.
Yeah. Well, Daniel was over here just the other day, and he won a Andrew Larson straight peen.
Oh yeah.
He hasn't even gotten to use it yet.
Huh. Marco babies. Josh, if you have Instagram, look up just Andrew Larson on Instagram. His link and all of his information is on there.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend pretty much anything Andrew makes.
Yep. Just put that anywhere.
All right. So we got those two done. So I think what we'll go ahead and do is punch for the boss. And I don't mean the singer that I really don't like.
Hey, wait a minute. When we're in the shop, are you my boss?
What's that?
I said, we're in the shop. You're my boss. Do I get to punch you?
You can.
If I was going to take you out right now, I'd go for your knee.
Yeah, that's probably wise.
But I won't. Because then I'd have to take care of you and Michelle and
You
Memo.
won't even be here.
That's true. That's true. If I wanted to just off all three of you, take
There you
your
go.
knee out, let Michelle and Memo be who they are, and be gone for a week. You go into the vice.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, pardon me. Not a Springsteen fan.
I and yes. Not a fan.
Start calling the boss of Tong Springsteens.
Punch them whenever I want.
Punching Springsteens. Now we have to rivet our Springsteens together.
I'll dig it. Got him. Gotta stretch that dude out a little bit. So I got the hole punched. Now I'll just drift it a little bit, and then we'll go to the other one. I think at that point I'll go ahead and do the V-bit with the V-Fuller. Hardly knew her. All right, where's the V-Fuller? Retro Raggy.
All down.
Might have. I did. Probably should be using it, eh? A little bit more. I don't know if it'll be big enough for that or not. Not quite.
Hello, Eric.
Stay.
You just put that anywhere.
Check it. A little bit more. There we go. There we go. All right, set that over there. That one in there.
One of us has a birthday in April. Coincidentally, both of us.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. Both of us.
We'll have to
All
read
right.
it when it comes out, Adam.
What's that?
Talking to people. Yeah, like half the chat has birthdays in April.
Why did I know that?
Huh?
Why did I know that?
Probably because we talked about it.
May have to just use that. Unless I can find it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Jeff and I share it. Daniel Baca is April. Kyle Jones is April. Jeff is April. Is anybody else April birthdays? Yeah, that's what it is. The gathering is just our birthday parties.
There you go.
Bobby's got one like next week. Jeff Killian, when's yours? February what? Is it already passed? Or am I missing this?
Well, I'm bothered.
I thought you were dad.
I am. Both things can be happening at the same time.
Why are you bothered?
Can't find the V fuller.
Jeff Killian's is this week,
Oh, okay.
17th.
17th.
Yes, sir. Checking your toolbox.
I did not.
Wonder if it might be in there, or under your toolbox, or behind your toolbox. You tried here or there. You tried it anywhere. Could you, with a box, have
Not
you
mine.
checked inside your toolbox?
Oh.
Just put that anywhere.
Close we are here. Got him.
So, Bobby? Yeah. Is it in the fridge?
It's in the fridge.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
There you go.
Sir, getting angry with me is not going to help the situation.
Will me.
Well, stop making tongs and make a V fuller real quick. Need a tool, make a tool.
Guess what was over here?
V fuller. Is that where you put it last?
No.
Not me. I guarantee it was, because you probably put it there last week when you were getting ready to make these.
Heat that up one more time.
He's getting old and forgetful now. I'm gonna have to start thinking about putting him in a home. Hey, Bobby said, did Bill approve you making tongs?
Yeah, I think Bill's over in the corner just like doing this number.
No, he said he had to BRB. So I don't know. He's BRB'd
maybe
yet.
he missed out on it.
He's not B yet. He's still BR. I heard people buy those things.
No, he did not. This is not authorized.
Yeah, there's not a forge weld.
And no hex.
And maybe that's the reason he left.
That could be. He probably understood what we were doing and said, nope, not sticking around for this dark magic. All right.
And speaking of which, he be back.
And he's back.
He could have just completed the deal and kept him away and turned on the propane monster.
Yeah, that's true.
We call that Bill's Corner.
Yeah, we're going to put a big sign on that forge over there and just call it Bill.
Bill.
Okay. They probably don't.
Give the people what they want. You break it?
Huh?
You break it?
No.
Oh. Bill wants to know if you're welding the reins.
Yes.
Bill, if you can believe it, I heard some people buy those things. Is
that all right?
Yeah, a little back. Here you go.
So we split it, did the V-fuller. There you go.
Ta-da.
Much like the other one. Same thing on that one.
Boom. Kenny, ironically, I just finished the Lord of the Rings trilogy not too long ago, too.
It's going to be way too long. Guess what I did?
You did them backwards.
I did the bend on the end backwards.
I was wondering. I weren't going to say nothing. But I was wondering.
It's all right. We can fix that. Pardon me.
On Blu-ray? No. On Amazon? No. HBO. Are you grinding stuff?
Yeah.
All right. You guys want a commercial? Yeah, you do. You want a commercial. You want to go to commercial now? Here's a commercial.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Bar Run Forge. It's Troy, and today's video sponsor is...
Have you ever had a stair crumbled up, torn apart, shiny forge weld, and wondered whether you should have had neutral flame or an oxidizing heat while searching for your favorite toilet spoon to pour on some white powdered crystal metal glue? Well, that's what it's like when you don't have Christ-centered Ironworks brand flux. When you grab a hold of a box of Christ-centered Ironworks brand flux, you feel like you've put the power of Hephaestus in the palm of your hand. Now you may even muster up the gumption to forge scrollwork without even using a hammer. So pick up a box of Christ-centered Ironworks brand flux today before you fall into a state of utter chaos that'll have you questioning your very existence. Flux.
Christ-centered Ironworks brand Flux is not a registered trademark and is not available in 49 of the 50 states, especially in that state up north. Buy yours now for just 12 easy payments of $29.95, payable only in quarters.
Caution, Christ-centered Ironworks brand flux may cause severe irritation to Roy Adams. Please avoid using the words Christ-centered Ironworks brand flux around Roy. Do not use Christ-centered Ironworks brand flux in the vicinity of Roy Adams or he will be forced to tackle you to the ground and bludgeon you. Avoid saying the phrase flux, flux, flux. It will only anger Roy Adams and throw him into fits of temper and force him into a Roy rant, and no one wants that. Christ-centered Ironworks brand flux may cause eye irritation, runny nose, skin lesions, bad hair days, poorly fitting fire chaps, rheumatiz, slicing golf shots, uneven tire wear, pixies to appear, rickets, hammer toe, volatile screaming fits, unusual beard growth, ingrown toenails, silly songs with Larry, a mess, a giggling Jessica, and definitely not better forge weld. Please use responsibly.
Christ-centered Ironworks brand flux.
I put that flux on everything.
Anyway, you need people with intelligence to go on this sort of adventure quest thing. That rules you out, Pip. I saw such a cool video the other day. Billy Boyd, the guy that plays Pip,
Yeah.
he apparently had a really nice Telecaster and it got stolen. And this lady like custom made him a Telecaster, like in Lord of the Rings style, like artwork on it.
Really?
So she did this real cool like drawing on the guitar before she like lacquered over it and everything. And then the headstock she made into like one of the leaves, like the little elf leaves that they had on their cloaks.
Yeah.
Made that on like as the headstock. Beautiful. And he was just like dumbfounded. He was like, "You made this for me?" It was really cool. Good question. Both serve a purpose, but which is more important? Considered more important? Traditional peen, I'm assuming a cross peen or a rounding hammer. The only thing I have right now is an old ball peen. You want to take this one?
I'm going to say two different things here.
Ooh.
Number one, I'm going to say, first and foremost, it doesn't matter.
And nothing else matters.
The reason being is, the thing that matters the most is that you have the hammer that feels comfortable to you and that you will use. You have to get to that point.
That's true.
Other than that, what's the point of having the hammer if it's not a comfortable hammer to you and you're not going to enjoy using it? Jeff Killian is correct. It is a personal preference. If I were to recommend, I would recommend different than some would recommend, and this is just me. I would recommend a cross-peen hammer. Now, for those that work with rounding hammers, they're going to have a reason why they would recommend a rounding hammer. And I won't disagree with them as to why they would choose that. However, there's obviously good reason to believe that the cross-peen hammer is a better choice for people basically just getting started. There's a certain group of techniques that has to be learned to use a rounding hammer, but if you learn those from the beginning, then that's okay. So again, if a ball peen is what you want to use a ball peen. You can do a lot with a ball peen hammer. If you want to get a 3-pound, 4-pound rounding hammer, you can do a lot with that. If you want to go with a 1 3/4 or a 2-pound cross peen or a straight peen, some of the guys prefer the straight peen because if you're here in your triangle, a cross peen is only going to work this way. If you have a straight peen, you're going to be able to draw out that way. So if you have a preference for that, sure, why not? I think what I would be hesitant is if somebody were telling me that this is the only way to do it. If somebody tells me that, I'm more inclined to not believe anything they have to say.
Yeah, Adam brings up a good point too. You could even reforge a ball peen hammer into a cross peen or straight peen hammer.
Sure. So, for example, I was choosing between a ball peen hammer and a semi-rounding hammer, a square-faced rounding hammer, to do this process. And just a preference on that. And I may finish off with a ball peen hammer on this. Okay.
Very good.
It is.
See it from here.
Yep.
Put that anywhere.
Just put that down somewhere. All right, that's getting pretty close. So we haven't lined them up yet or anything like that, but we've pretty well got the rivet in place. I am going to heat them up and finish off the rivet, and then we'll be able to heat them up again, get the jaws in line, get the reins in line.
The jowl.
Go from there. Shouldn't take much on the rivet to finish it off.
The jowl.
And some people prefer flat rivets. That's got a good look to it. You know, like I'll say again, the Andrew Larson tongs. They use a flat rivet, which is just fine.
Be just fine.
That'll be fine. pretty good there. I believe I'll go with that. So I'm going to heat it up a little bit more and then put it in the oil, loosen those up. I'll have to do that a couple times, I'm sure. Then we'll go over to the vise, line everything up.
Hey, don't worry about what hammer you start with. You will collect and make more.
That's true. That is true. Just warm enough. Okay. Now, put those in there.
Now it smells like Burger King.
Yeah.
Burger King. Okay. Now, if you're Bill Corey, the best hammer, of course, is hexed.
A hex. Yep.
Do the vise.
All right.
Yeah, Adam brings up a good point, too. When it comes to your hammer, you also want to find one that fits your hand, not just
Yes.
a generic handle.
Yep.
Like, that ball peen just has a standard hammer handle on it, but the 2-pounder or a lot of the hammers that we use is like forging hammers. We'll do with like not the big sledgehammer handles, but a sledgehammer handle, basically just kind of knock the edges off a little bit. Versus like the one that comes on Andrew's hammers are usually like the toothpick handles. And again, it's all personal preference, but
Yep.
a piece of stock for that.
I will.
Don't dad burn it. Yeah, those guys like those toothpick handles.
Yep.
Not for me. I don't mind it if I'm doing like small work stuff because you're trying to get really into it, but cannot. Yeah, Quad State's a good opportunity to find a good hammer as well. I don't know why that was so hard for me to get out.
All right.
Bill's giving you good advice.
Who, me?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, there.
Okay, find yourself a piece of pipe that bottom rivet tool will fit in. Yeah, I should do that with that thing anyway. Good point. All right, let's see if I got a little piece in here that'll work. If not, there we go.
Yeah, Josh, it really depends on how much money you want to spend. I think the 2-pounder from Andrews like 75, $80. I have one from Amazon. It's a Swedish crosspeen. It's not great, good. It does fine. I think it was like $20. Obviously, you can go find a big 3-pounder from Harbor Freight. I would definitely recommend rehandling it because they put some cheap hammer handle on it, and it's not good. Obviously, like Lowe's, Tractor Supply, Home Depot, you can get probably a wood-handled 3-pound crossbeam
That
hammer.
Amazon Swede.
Yeah. Yeah, you might get a bad egg every once in an order, but for the most part, like the one Alex Steele reviewed, his was like squished a little bit. The faces were ground flat. I noticed that mine has a little bit of a rhombus to it, but I just took some time with a grinder and kind of fixed up the edges. Again, it's not perfect. It's a pressed forged hammer, but it does a great job. I like it for the size of the crossbeam hammer. Does really good for a lot of the projects that I use for like texturing and spreading material on. But I definitely rehandled it because that handle was not good. But that's all, folks. I'm just gonna stop talking for the rest of the night. Take it away, Dad.
No. I think you're doing great. All right, I'm just gonna.
Now I get to listen to myself. Hammer handle. Hammer handle. Hammer handle.
Last little bit of.
Yeah. Also,
up there.
antique stores and yard sales.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for those. I found probably 5 or 10 good ball peen hammers from antique stores.
Okay.
There you go.
Very good.
Yeah, Mark Ling, Jonathan Pinkston, Andrew Larson, any of those guys. Mark and Jonathan, I don't think have a website, so you just have to get in contact with them personally. But
who else am I thinking of? It'll be
hammers.
Yeah, for hammers and tongs.
Ethan Hardy.
Yeah, Ethan Hardy, but he'll be at Quad State. Another young guy.
Dave Custer?
Custer.
Yeah. Dave Custer does a good job. Hit me a link to an interesting music story. I'm good. I need something to read. Sam Towns, yep. You're looking to buy one across the pond. Sam Towns makes a good hammer. Makes a lot of things.
Yeah.
Gentle Giant. Was it somebody said one time if Sam and I had happened to be striking at the exact same time on opposite ends of the earth, that we would just flatten the earth and actually turn it flat.
Come off its axis.
Yeah. Punch a hole straight through the earth or something like that. Made me feel powerful. Thomas and I did put some cracks in the concrete over there.
That's true.
Granted, I was swinging a 16-pounder. And then I also put a crack in his hand. So there's that.
Okay, we got a set of tongs.
How about that?
Set of V-bits. Cool that down so we can show everybody the way it works.
There, you made tongs.
Yep.
I heard people buy those things.
That's right. Okay. One set of V-bit tongs. And this is a piece of 3/8, I believe. Just double check
Leonard
that.
Mountain Homestead need to make a hammer. Apparently, we're getting some requests for hammer making.
We probably should, shouldn't we? All right, here's our V-bit tongs. Uncle Buck style.
Yeah.
Got a little flare on the end. You can see they come together about, your finger. And this piece of 3/8 square.
Works.
Right in there, comfortable in the hand. You can put a clip on and be good to go. And that will handle round as well. So those are very, very, very useful.
You ought to put 3/8 inside, like stamp it in.
Yeah.
Handy to have. If you know like what stock you're looking for, you can have 3/8, ½ inch, all that good stuff.
Right. So these
Right, sir.
are like smaller.
Yeah.
And you can see not quite as good a coverage, but on say 1/4 inch, really, really good with those.
Yep. Those are also cheap Chinese ones from Amazon.
Yeah.
Ones that got from Steve are plasma cut active steel.
Yes. So there you go.
Another set of tongs for the tong rack.
That's right.
It's always fun to go back and look at like some of the first videos, and you look over at your tong rack, and there's like 2 sets of nippers, the axe tongs before they were axe tongs,
Right.
and I think a pair of lineman's pliers.
Yeah.
Those old cobalt lineman's pliers.
Yeah, I use those as much as anything.
Yeah.
And the nippers with the V grooves in them.
Uh-huh. Which those actually still come. Yeah, those come in handy because.
And those.
Oh yeah, those goofy ones. The nippers that have the slot ground into them.
Yeah.
Work really well for railroad spikes.
Yeah, not bad.
If you need just a cheap option for railroad spike tongs, those work out really well.
Sure.
Obviously, whatever size stock that is, like 5/8 or something.
Right. Now you could probably go up to ½ inch on these, and it would still hold pretty good. But those are really just set up for 3/8.
Yeah.
And I think they work really good for that.
To the rack.
To the rack.
Boom. There.
There. All right. I'll throw good knee up.
Yeah, so
better knee.
Use the better knee. I always find myself making tongs when I start swearing at what I'm doing.
Agreed.
I swear at my tongs.
Can't make any more till you give some away. That makes sense in your case, Bill, for sure. Yeah, and honestly, if Bill would make them for you, Bill makes a great set of tongs.
Yeah,
they're to explain Bill's tongs, they are as pragmatic as you could possibly make them. They're functionally spot on.
Yep.
And he has a great system as to how he does them. Forge welds the reins on, does all that stuff. I mean, Bill does a great job. If somebody would like to buy tongs, Bill, I don't know if you want to get with who was asking about tongs.
I don't know anybody was asking about tongs.
Okay. But anybody.
Joshua was asking about a hammer, and then
okay.
Mr. Leonard Mountain Homestead was talking about a sheet metal hammer.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, feel free to reach out to us. All of our info is on our YouTube page, website, www.barrunforge.com, BARRUNFORGE.com.
That was smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it is 7:59.
Nope, 8 o'clock.
And 7:59 according to that.
I'm going off the computer.
But it is 8 o'clock,
Bacon.
and we are about to finish up. And yeah, I mean, function is the key right there, right?
Bill also makes a good set of useless tongs.
That's true. A very good set of useless
tongs.
Very
good set of useless tongs.
Anywho, guys, thank you so much. We will not probably 95% will not be with you next week with Michelle's surgery going on, Eli being out of town. And we will say we apologize for not making videos here of late. The shop is taking priority. That's just all there is to it. The shop and family stuff is taking priority. Probably would have done more if we hadn't had to replace the roof on the shop. But I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see. But shop's getting really close to being done, which means we'll be able to function within the shop a whole lot better and be able to do things within that shop and make videos, and it'll be a whole lot better look within there as well. Not that this shop doesn't have a good look to it, just it's different. Yes, using the non-clicking knee. That's the one I'm putting up. The one I'm putting down will be the one we'll be hurting here in just a moment. Oh my gosh. Bill Corey.
Made a Red Hot Chili Pepper reference.
He did. He did just do that. All right. Anyway, God bless you guys. We thank you so much. Make you a set of tongs. Make some tools.
Make something. Wear your safety glasses.
Stay safe. Wear your safety glasses. We'll see you on the next one.
Wear octagon round.
We're all so grateful every time you guys come in. You know, I said just before we started the show tonight, I started noticing the people coming in. I said, man, these folks are if nothing else, they are faithful, and we appreciate that.
Dedicated.
It is a joy to know that you guys are in there with us, and that you either have nothing better to do on a Thursday night, or you care what we're doing.
We just make good shop background noise. I think that's what everybody uses us for.
There you go.
Just so it feels like
Or
somebody
white
else.
noise.
Yeah, we're blacksmith noise.
Okay, like blacksmithing white noise.
Yeah.
That's us.
Hey, Crawford.
Crawford, right there.
Hi, Crawford.
Crawford, we got something here. Don't we have something for Crawford here?
About that.
There was something that we had for him. I don't know. Maybe not.
Maybe
we already got it.
We might have to give him something.
We're going to have to give you something. All right. Anyway, God bless you guys. We will see you on the next one. Make sure you check out all the stuff, and we will see you whenever that next time is. Probably 2 Thursdays from now.
There you go.
God bless. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.